It's a windy day, but everything's dead. Last summer, this was full of stuff that was blowing around, but it is nothing but a path right now. I don't know what I'm doing other than being anxious, but good thing there's nobody there and nobody back there. These are the things a super introverted person has to worry about, I guess. But I haven't done one of these vlogs in a while, so I figured why not? I'm here in England, walking on this trail. It might be kind of stop and go depending on if people pass by or not. But yep, it is, what the heck is it? It's almost October. That's what it is. And I'm anxious, but that's besides the point. But yeah, these little like white tip things up here, I could probably zoom in on them. They used to blow around all crazy. Sorry. Having trouble zooming apparently. Phone's not cooperating. Still recording this on a phone. But yeah, it took a lot of willpower to get out here and actually start to do this. I hate that about myself, man. I hate being anxious all the time. But yeah, if you hear a lot of wind, it's because it's windy. Although my voice is probably going to be louder than any of the other stuff. But there's a cool tunnel up ahead eventually, which I never showed before, but I walked it the other day and it would be cool to do it again. It's just incredibly lonely by yourself. It's funny because I did this walk just the other day and I had company that whole time to talk to. So yeah, it's drastically different. You don't realize it until, like, I'm always by myself, of course. Every single one of us is always by ourselves until we're with other people. It sounds like an obvious statement, but when you really think about it and what that means, suddenly it gets deeper than it actually is, or at least it feels that way, especially when you're somebody like me who is mostly introverted and anxious all the time whenever forced out of my comfort zone involving other people. Like, it's such a stupid thing because more than anything else, like, if you ask me on this channel I play video games, is that what I like to do? No. What is the number one thing that I want to do? Well, I want to have a house like I had growing up, specifically to invite people over and have summer barbecue parties and stuff. Like, basically become the new dad, if you will. And that involves inviting people. And the only way to invite people is if you know people and are friends enough for them to say yes to your invitation. So then, like, why do you ever get anxious at all when the opportunity for people ever arises? It's just a dumb thing. Yeah, I realize this path isn't anything too exciting. It's pretty straightforward. Wind's blowing. I like it. But yeah, like I said, nothing too exciting. It's just kind of straightforward. It's for horses and bikes and walking. There was a dead thing here the other day. I don't know where it went. But yeah, that other path I walk in Georgia isn't really anything too exciting either. It would be nice to do one of these up at Merrill Creek where I grew up. We used to go there all the time. There's a lot of water and stuff, which would be a nice change of pace. It's a cool little footpath. I think I came up here before, actually. If you go back to that last summer, I'm pretty sure I went up there. I'm not going to do it now, though. But yeah, there is another one of these that I did, I think, coming this way. I'm pretty sure because this is the better way to go. I like how you can see, like, just straight, as deep into the picture as you can look. That's actually a bridge up ahead, which might be as far as I went. But I can go even further because actually I'm starting out This is a cool thing, by the way. Just looking up when the trees overhang like this. I like how it's very blue too. There were 6 miles of road where I grew up, and the drive home was up a hill in a sunlit area like this with trees overhanging, very much like this. So anytime I see that, it's kind of always inviting and homely, I guess. You hear wood pigeons every now and then, which is interesting because, well, that right now, whatever that is making that noise, is not a wood pigeon. But they are around. They were going crazy the other day. But I don't think anywhere I've been in the U.S. has wood pigeons. At least I've never heard any. But yeah, part of the reason I get so anxious walking here is because I am an outsider. And Americans are typically seen as loud and obnoxious and rude. And I mean, obviously in a setting like this, nobody cares, but it still gets in my head enough to make me freeze inside, unable to go out of the door. So I took the anxiety pills, and here we are. Placebo effect. Thinking that the pills have an immediate effect when that's not how they work at all. Yeah, it's kind of cool how you can see like just random fences and stuff on this path. And in the distance, I don't know if I can zoom. It's cool that you can see like little villages and stuff. It's probably a better view. Actually, I know there's a better view on the bridge. Actually, I may have gone this far last year, in last year's vlog, on this same path. I can't remember. Not really too much to see out there. But yeah, we had a long talk the other day when we were walking here about that. Like, what does the future look like in an ideal future? And that's really all I can ever think of. Is all I ever really wanted was to basically get back the house that I grew up in, or something similar. And like I said, just do that summer barbecue thing. Be the new dad. Yeah, I had to turn you off for a second there because this little path is another little junction for people to get on. And people got on. So my paranoid self, who doesn't want to be caught vlogging, had to shut things off. But we got the tunnel up ahead here. So sorry about the bridge. Maybe I'll get it on the way back. It's not much of a view off of that bridge anyway, but it's something. It's interesting because people walk home from school, so you see everybody in their uniforms on this path. It's just something I'm not used to. I think they look all fancy and stuff, but my girlfriend was like, yeah, right. Wear it every day and you start to like not even care at all about what happens to it. It is a weird tradition, actually, that in 2022 they're still being forced to wear uniforms. Almost like the schools are more strict than any actual workplace. So yeah, the tunnel up ahead looks kind of creepy in a way, I guess. It says it's lit up until 12 p.m., but it's after that, so I'm assuming by p.m. they mean midnight a.m. Could just be another thing. But an old train used to run through here. I don't think on this side anymore, but on the other side it has information about it. You got random benches you can sit on and stuff. There was a horse coming through here the other day, and it was like, you just hear his little horseshoes, whatever the word is, clamoring, I guess, clopping all around and echoing in here. So yeah, we're going in this beast, although it's not really much of a beast. Pretty much at any point you can see either the entrance or the exits. It's very short. I like the moss on the wall though, that's pretty cool. I enjoy natural things. So I don't know what it's gonna sound like on video in here. Like that. Some high quality dookie. I wonder if anybody in Britain says that. Probably not, but I'm coming for yous. Yeah, so it might be echoey in here. Which means I might talk quieter. You got graffiti, of course. Something different. Hams. Whoever the heck Hams is. Cool skull, though. Check that out. I don't know. There is profane stuff in here, but half the time I can't read what graffiti says anyway. That's British. Wagamon or whatever. What are the chances of having the same initials as the person you love? Anyway, it gets kind of darker in here, so I don't know. Lots of horse crap, too. But yeah, you can see even on the video it brightens. I don't know why it's making it blue. There's nothing blue up ahead. That's weird. Jord for Legend of Zelda. Pete. No, I don't know. That's probably not for Legend of Zelda at all. Who the heck is Jord? I think there is a point where you can kind of like tuck into this wall and it looks like you can't see the entrance or the exit. But like obviously, exit's right there. Don't see any more interesting graffiti really, just lots of signatures. It's the second time I've seen that. Almost looks like a Paper Mario character. Like a stylized version of one of the Koopa things. And of course, we gotta show it. It wouldn't be graffiti without, yeah. There we go, demonetized, you know. Whatever. Lights are flickering up ahead. It's just what it does, I guess. See, this would be creepy at nighttime probably, but other than that, I don't know if you can see this. Oh. I think there's somebody coming actually. Yeah, so the exit's right here. There was a guy on a bike coming. You probably saw him and I didn't because I'm oblivious. But yeah, see, we're already seeing the exit. I literally just turned you off for like a second there. I'm back this way. Like, I think I'm already too far. If I like tuck in here, it looks like you can't see. It looks like it's like you're got a long way to go, but no, you can always see the light at the end of the tunnel. This graffiti is kind of crazy. It would be fun to cruise through here on a bike. Here's Jordan again for something. Another bike went by the way, that's why the video jumped. Yeah, just a lot of people's signatures. 2014, that was already a long time ago. That's kind of crazy. I'm watching again. I don't know. I don't know what any of this means. Some random stuff. Not this way. I think there's a horse behind me now. I hear galloping horses. Anyway. I really do think so. There should be a place to sit down after here anyway, though. So I'll just kind of like go over there and then start heading back. So yeah, stuff to talk about. I don't know, the only thing on my mind is just that whole how do you know what you want to do thing. That's always on my mind. And we're out, just like that. More mossy rocks and stuff. Very nice. It's Bill Clinton. No, I don't know who the heck this is on this mossy wall here. Also, there's the tunnel again. I got spooked by the fact that there might be a horse behind me, but there was not. Might have to beat the rain back, I don't know. Some road is right here. Don't really know. Well, actually the sign says where it is. There was a horse behind me, by the way. I'm just that oblivious that it took me forever to realize. Plus it was all black. But I am on my way back now, coming from a junction where other people could get on behind me, I don't know. But over here somewhere is not a bunch of crap. Well, there is, but there's a guy training a border collie or something to herd sheep. It'd be cool to get that on video. It's a little bit further up this way, somewhere in these fields. But yeah, otherwise I'm just perpetually always in that like existential crisis of trying to figure out how the heck you're supposed to know what you want to do with your life and how to be content. Like, how do you even know when you're content? Because just like in my vlog last year, I'm supposed to be thinking right now, especially this visit, of whether or not I could live here permanently. And like, what is my plan in order to make that happen? What am I going to do once I get here? Because it's seeming more and more like that's potentially what's going to happen. But when I get back from this trip, I got to find a job. And that's going to limit my ability to travel. But then again, like life is a series of impulse decisions, really, when you break it down. You could plan them out, but you don't have to. So it's like, yeah, you could get a job and you could work for a year. And then when it's time to renew your lease and continue working, you could just say, no, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to just pack all of my stuff and move to a different country. Which is kind of crazy. There's some cool stuff to look at outside there. Sorry, I'm not zooming in or anything, but paranoia. I don't know how I would handle true paranoia. I got a good friend who struggles with that. It's definitely tough enough with depression and anxiety as it is. Like there's a person right up ahead, so I'm going to turn you off again. Should be right up here. Somewhere. I don't know if you can see. I don't know, he's not doing it anymore. Crap, I missed my chance being followed by the horse. Well, you can see the animals though. Just chilling. Yeah, he had a dog out there. Maybe he still is doing it, kind of. They must be taking a break. That stinks. He was yelling and whistling and doing all kinds of commands on my way here. Oh well. Anyway, there's another person behind me, so I'm gonna shut you off again. Sorry. I got rained on a little bit, but I kind of beat it now. It's nice blue skies. Kind of like sprinted through that tunnel. Well, not sprinted, I just was walking fast. But yeah, probably not going to record for much longer because I'm almost back. And you never know when these people are going to be popping out. I think school's letting out or something because there's a lot more people I keep running into. But yeah, Death Stranding is coming October 1st. And that Let's Play will continue through to the beginning parts in November. Every other day because the episodes are kind of long. And other than that, I'm waiting on Sonic Frontiers because I keep hearing good things about that. But all I have with me is the Switch, and it sounds like the Switch is barely making it run. So I would rather get it on the PlayStation 5. So yeah, that one might have to wait till I'm back anyway, if it is any good. But yeah, I didn't really have much to talk about on this little walk anyway. Like I said, it's just the usual stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking about marriage and all that stuff now too. It's like, are you really ready for that, dude? If you have trouble even just like walking outside. But I don't know, sometimes they say the best way to get over fear of stuff is to just plant yourself right in it. I don't know if it's the best strategy every time, but I know it is one. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm about to be 35 and I still have no idea in any avenue of life what I want to do. And I feel like the whole story would be different if right after college my degree translated into a career, but it did not, and it's just kind of been like break one foot in front of the other since. So yeah, we will just have to see what happens. See what happens with YouTube, see what happens with actual jobs, see what happens with relationships and marriage, where you live. Like, how are you supposed to figure any of this stuff out, let alone like by the time you're 18? It's crazy. But yeah, there's a little road crossing here that's usually pretty dead, but I guess it's a good spot to end it. Or I could cross it, I guess. The person behind me is a little bit of a distance away. I just don't get how people figure it out, man. It bugs me. Not that I want other people to stumble, but everybody stumbles in their own way with stuff. And I do think a lot of decisions, a lot of the stumbling is based on decisions, whether they are impulsive, I should say, versus educated decisions. So maybe that's where it all went wrong. In a way it is, because, you know, they say a lot is who you know, right? Yeah, just kind of looking both ways. So in theory, who you know kind of also extends to the college you go to. The name of your college is part of who you know at that point in time, I suppose. And that who you know is what carries you through. So like if you take, I don't know, they say a bachelor's degree is a bachelor's degree, but I don't believe it. I think stupidly, just like with football, the name of the university matters. And also where you take that name afterward. Because if you just go kind of to like any old school, say in Pennsylvania like I did, and then go to the South. They're going to know the big schools in Pennsylvania, like Penn State, yeah, but they're not going to know every other podunk school. Anyway, I see people biking or something up ahead, so yeah, I guess I'm going to end things there. Thank you for watching and listening to me ramble about stuff as I try to figure out what's going on here. And hope you have a good one. Enjoy Death Stranding, give it a chance. It's actually not too bad of a game, I think. It's a lot of walking and talking, actually. And take care.